First of all, I want to say thank you for attending my CS gallery out in Russia. It's been an honor to present to you guys and have you guys come and view my work. I hope you guys follow me outside of this gallery. I've been handed a few questions that I'm going to answer. If you guys have any personal questions, you can always email me. My email's on the website, or you can just contact me via Instagram or Twitter. All right, here we go. What was your first work of modern art? Good question. My first work of modern art was back when I started film photography. I went to this tree house with my friends, and that's when I got my first picture developed, and that's when I considered it art. The composition was everything in my eyes, and so that drove me more to shoot interesting subjects. What is the first work of modern art you see? That I've seen. The first work of modern art, well, growing up in high school, middle school, I wasn't really into art, so I can't tell you what my favorite piece was, but now my favorites range from a lot of artists. I honestly can't even pick one to name out right now. 3. What kind of education did you receive? So I received a good education. I went to middle school, high school, graduated both. I'm actually still in college. I graduate this year with a computer science degree. So you can say that this degree has helped me on the developing sides because I've developed my own website for my portfolio. Who do you consider to be your teachers? So I've learned this, and the people in my inner circle can serve as teachers because it is their aura that is influencing you to act every day. Of course, people that I look up to: Tamara Lichtenstein, Wells Bonner, Ibra, Drielli. There's a few photographers that I enjoy just seeing their progression and seeing what they're doing in life. I have a lot more. Next question. What kind of photographers and what do you think works for itself in defining? Sorry, some of this, there's like a language barrier, I guess, so I'm going to try to interpret it the best I can. All right, let me read that over. What kind of photographers and what do you think works for itself, the defining? Okay, let's skip that one. What should the audience know and understand about my work? Well, my work gives you the ability to create and interpret any kind of story that you imagine. I want the viewer to have unlimited thoughts in what they think when they see my photographs. To be quite honest, I love when people look at my photos and they wonder why. Like, why did he take that photo? Well, that's what I enjoy. And so my images give you the full playground to think creatively. Who are the photographers you are in a dialogue? Okay, I get this question. There's a few photographers I keep in touch with, I believe, if I'm answering it right. They absolutely teach me a lot of things in film. They recommend what kind of film I should invest in. Do you divide your work into work periods? If so, how? So I don't necessarily work in periods. It's kind of any idea I have, I write it down. And when I have the motivation any time of day to do this idea, then I'll go out and create it. Right now I'm in the best area to do all the things I want to do because it's an area that I've never discovered before. So expect a lot of work. What are your political views? Right now, with all this worldly news, all the depression, all of the wars going on, I try not to keep up with the news, anything in politics. Currently, I despise the two candidates for president right now, and I just think it's a joke. Next question. What are your views on religion? Well, this is a personal question, but I will answer it. I have a lot of views on religion now based on my personal interactions and just learning things from reading. I'd rather answer that privately, just because this might hurt someone's feelings. No. Next one. To what direction do you belong, and how do you define this direction? My direction is going up completely. Just recently, I got published in the Houston Chronicle, which is the biggest news press in the city that I live in. I don't really see my direction going down, just because people are now starting to see that I'm doing what I love to do when I want to do it. And I'm inspiring tons of people. So I can't see the direction going down in any way. What do you need for the job? Good question. Good friends, a smaller circle, people who are just extremely creative, people who aren't opposed to opinions, people who can listen, people you can trust, all the basics. Of course, I need my cameras, my lighting equipment, food. Which exhibition have you participated in? Which one do you consider the most important? I've participated in many exhibitions, actually, which is quite surprising because I'm kind of just starting. I would have to say that this Russia gallery is a huge milestone for me, just because earlier this year I told my friends that I've wanted to present internationally, and I've presented internationally before, but I feel like this Russia gallery really drew attention as far as my matureness as a fine arts photographer. I do not hope it's the last. What is your favorite activity? Let's see. I play soccer. That's something I'm very passionate about. I've been playing all my life. I play indoor soccer right now, and I'm on an outdoor league. I also play the saxophone here and there. So that means I really love music and jazz. So those are two things I really love doing on my downtime. I'm also into like video games because they keep my mind just running. And what do you find most annoying? This is a long list. I guess social media is hugely annoying to me because of with the way it's affecting people today. I truly believe that in the future, people, buildings, establishments aren't going to allow people in them because of how many followers they have, or even worse, they can't talk to certain people because they don't have this following or this influence on other people in the world. I do think that's kind of a big annoying topic in this world because it does hinder a lot of real life communication. Another thing I hate that I'm just finding out is TV. I can rant on and on about that, but I'm not going to. Not right now, at least. You can always ask me privately. It's a long conversation that I have all the time. That's all the questions that I have. Again, if you have any more for me, I'd love for you to email me or send me a message any kind of way. My website is cary-fagan.com. I have a Flickr account, a Twitter, Instagram. Find me on any of those. I'm a nice person. I'll talk to you. Again, thank you for attending my gallery. It was a great honor to present in Russia, and I hope it's not the last. From Seymour, Texas. Love y'all. Enjoy your evenings.